Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. What up, family? It's your girl, JustPatrice. Live with JustPatrice officially is in the building. Welcome to Monday, y'all. Y'all know how we get down each and every Monday right here on blowradio.com. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with you to share some of my good vibes, good information, and all the things. Don't forget that if you are logging on, I want you to jump on real quick and then go ahead and share the video. Comment, say hi, so we know that you in the building. Glad that you are sharing with us. Glad you participated with us. You know, I got my brother, Lil Dan. I'm not gonna call him Lil Dan on the radio, but I just did. Lil Dan. Okay, Prince Dan is in the building. That's my boy, Prince Daniel. Washay is in the building. That's it, right? Because I'm cold. I'm just saying. He in the building, and we got some great conversation that we're going to have about all the things that we got going on here. Happy Days Day Bar, about how to get your Monday off the ground, about what's happening just around and how we feel about some of that stuff. Just good vibes, good information. And sometimes it's a little heavier than what we want it to be, but sometimes heavy is where we need to be. And we're going to start there. So to make sure that we are crossing our T's and dotting our I's about a few 2, 3, 10 things, what that looks like. If you are logging on and you're watching the show, that just generally means that you are paying attention to our social media page, which is great. So you are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, which is great. You might be on my personal page on Facebook. You might be on my personal page on YouTube. You could also very well be in the blowradio.com group. And if that is the case, then welcome y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, we're in the building. If you're listening to the show, then of course you are logged on to blowradio.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, you could be somewhere else doing something else, but I mean, why would you be? I mean, I appreciate y'all being here with us and all this stuff. Welcome to Monday, baby. Listen, today has been a day. All of my stuff has been tested and all the things have been thinking, but we are here. I'm here, and I'm glad you are here joining the conversation. My brother, Prince Dan, is in the building. Say hi, Prince Dan.
What's going on? How y'all doing today?
Look at what's going on. How y'all doing today?
You should have definitely did the mic check. I was like, wow.
I got you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You know what, man? It's Monday, and I'm feeling fine today. You know.
Are you? I like to hear that.
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. You know, typically I do not enjoy Monday.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a Monday guy. I just never have been. Not a Monday guy. I love, for some odd reason, I love Sunday, even though I know it comes before Monday.
Maybe because you use the rest day. Look, so I didn't used to love Mondays, but then I feel like Monday is how we can set the tone, not just in my life, but in everybody else's that chime in and listen to it, whatever. Yeah. So we're gonna set the tone. We might as well go on there, do it in love.
That's all I'm saying. Like
Indeed.
I woke up on the good side of the bed this morning.
I woke up like this.
I was like,
I woke up like
you know
this.
what? I feel great. I feel great.
Indeed. How was your weekend?
My weekend was cool. You know, it was smooth. You know, I got a chance to relax. You know, kicked it with the baby boys. And, you know. If I ain't here, I'm with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm relaxing.
Indeed. I'm just trying to check on my kid because he be out here cool. Doing all the extra stuff. He got an attitude because he want to be fed a certain thing, and I'm not doing it.
And he big mad because I didn't give him any of my chicken.
And Chisa joined the conversation. She said there, good afternoon, Facebook user. Glad you're there. Good afternoon, Sarita. Blessings to you too also. And Chisa also said Monday depends on your Sunday. Listen.
No,
listen. How about it?
You know, so funny. Like I could have like a spectacular Sunday and just wake up Monday like,
Really?
Yeah.
You know what that is? I promise you what my thoughts on what that is we've been programmed to how we consider on our work week, quote unquote, and then as a now, a heart-driven entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to chiming into the regular, quote unquote, what's a hustle and bustle of the work week, really typically look forward to that. You know what I'm saying? So now changing your mindset, and now you get to make your hours, you get to make your dream, you get to push all of that. So hopefully that'll help you wear it out. You know what I'm saying? Weigh it out a little bit more. She says like, balance. I see you said
that's definitely been happening a lot more. Especially, just because like if I don't feel like doing nothing until 12 o'clock, that I don't got to. And if I want to get up at 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and start grinding, then I can. There's nobody to tell me when I don't, or when I can't, or when I should be doing something.
How about that?
You know,
that's like, it's like going from going from high school to college, right?
Oh, that was a jump.
You feel what I'm saying? You like you in high school and you like, oh, come on, Prince, wake up. In the morning, you be like, Mom, I really want to. Prince, come on, you know you got to be maybe come back in there again. And now,
Listen,
and you in college,
ain't nobody holding your hand. Ain't
they be
nobody
like,
gonna make you go.
damn, you missed class today, bro.
Uh-huh.
You like, where you gonna come get me? Man, nobody come
Ain't
get me.
nobody
Set
come
your
get
alarm,
you.
man.
You
Set your
grown, nigga.
alarm.
You grown.
You grown now. Set the
Professor Senior, Mr.
alarms.
White so I noticed you weren't in class yesterday.
Did you know that you asked me the day? Did I went the day after? Did anybody call and check on me?
For real, that'd be like something could have been wrong with me.
Right, could have been anything. Let me tell you, I had a whole anaphylactic allergy
Ooh.
attack. Like when I say it, literally, I had swollen up to twice my size. Like my pants, I bust out my pants on the seam. I had hives all in my mouth, all in my hair, and
What did
everything.
you
And my
eat?
professor still marked me absent.
What did you
And
eat?
excuse me, some I had I had just got to school, but I had a bladder infection, and I went to
Ooh.
the clinic on set, and they didn't like. They gave me a medicine I was allergic to. The antibiotic they gave to me, I was allergic to, and like enough that the doctor opened the door and was like, he was talking to the nurse, and he's like, "What did you give her?" Like literally, I went to get tested. I had a bladder infection, UTI, whatever, and they took me and they gave me the medicine and let me leave. I took the meds before I go to class. I walked to class. By the time I got to class, I was sitting in class like this. I didn't know what was wrong, right? Because I'm like,
They,
and then all of a sudden I was like,
they thought you was tweaking?
yeah, it looked like I was tweaking.
Ooh,
It was terrible. It
that's
looked
bad.
absolutely like I was tweaking. And I run down the hall to the bathroom and I got these knots showing up everywhere. So now you freaking out. My adrenaline boosted up. I'm in the bathroom almost stripping.
Dude,
You know what I'm
high
saying?
adrenaline is gonna make it pump through your
Hiding it
system
made it worse,
faster.
and it
Yeah.
made it worse,
Oh my
worse. So
god.
then I had to run to I went to my classroom. I banged on the door and told the professor. And in fact, he just opened the door. She looked at me. She's like, "Oh my god, go back to the nurse office," because that's how bad it was. I get to back to the clinic, and they cold blue and cold or whatever it is 9/11. They sticking me with pins. It was crazy.
They really EpiPenned you like
Fam,
like how many times?
at least twice.
Dang,
At least twice.
two
Like
whole
when I said I
EpiPens for
was
real?
completely,
Oh wow.
completely. Now, mind you, I'm like a size 18 now, so I was smaller. I was like a size 14, 16 when I was in college, right? So, but I had blown up like twice. Like I bust out the seams of my pants. My shirt was riding up. I couldn't fit none of my clothes. Literally in that moment.
Damn.
My lips looked like something. My lips already big. So
Don't tell me you had the marked lips.
I
when
looked
Tommy Hearns got him.
worse. I looked like Hitch.
Ooh.
Like seriously, it was bad, and I'm telling you right now. And so I heard the lady tell the doctor. The doctor asked the nurse. She said, "What did you give her?" And she was like, "I just gave her." He said, "Clearly, it say right here that she is allergic to this, this, and that. Why did you give her that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's just bitch trying to kill me."
That's what I would have thought.
Me.
What in the heck did she got against me?
Yeah, it was a whole situation. So all that to say, yeah, that's the thing. Nutty professor when he was changing my baby, it was all that, Sarita. Do you hear me? It was all that, and I had no idea what was happening. I was not with the shits in no way, shape, or form.
It's so funny. I've never had an anaphylactic reaction that bad to where like everything just swelled up.
Bless you.
Like
bless you, because you don't want it.
Like I've had it to where like I've had highs bust out over my body and stuff like that, but never to that point.
Yeah, everything. My throat closed. That my mom had. They had to call my mom from Milwaukee to Whitewater.
Oh,
and she had to. That's
see,
like
that's
45-minute
that's
hour
what
ride.
happened. You was black at Whitewater.
Yeah, half hour ride. When I tell you my eyes were swollen, they were swollen shut. Everything was bad.
Yeah,
I was told, and I hadn't been to school in a month. It was less than a month. I had been in school.
Dang.
Yeah, told me up.
Dang.
I survived though.
But it makes sense now that you tell me where you went to college at. What is he eating down there? What did
he went to the bathroom and check and trying to. Why do I smell him? Say hi to the people for me real quick while I fix this.
Yeah, so
Say hi, tell them who you are, talk about the show, all the set.
Well, I mean, they know who I am already. If they haven't seen, man, I'm Prince Daniel. Wild poetry, man. Happy Days Day Bar. Chase is really cutting up right now.
Yeah, he is.
That's him protesting. He just don't know he in trouble.
He is.
Um, yeah, I don't even know what to say right now because I'm more shocked that he did that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Chase tripping. And he gonna come next to me. He didn't do it.
Yeah, he did. And now he's sitting over there looking like, what? What? I'm not in the mood for none of your mess today. Talk to
Just cause I didn't give
they
just cause I didn't give him
they
no
can't hear me, but they can hear him.
just cause I didn't give him no chicken.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and now I know that's a double negative. It's okay. It happens. So don't get on me. Anybody who knows me, I'll be a grammar Nazi sometimes. So yeah, I mean, what we got? No, we got a lot. We got karaoke on Tuesdays. You know, karaoke Tuesday, Wednesday. This week we'll have game night and live band karaoke. No live band karaoke this. Oh yeah, no, because that's every second and fourth. So no, we won't. We got first and third, so we won't. So we got until next week for that. So just game night this week. Then we have Wild Poetry open mic. And then Friday, Friday is Friday. And Saturdays. Actually, no, I have no features this week at all. Um, yeah, so we're encouraging people to come down. If you sing, come down and sing. Come down and play your instrument. Come down and perform your poem. These last 2 weeks of the month, I really want to make sure that it's all about the artistry and that we're not here and that I don't always have a feature coming in to draw you guys in or take away from your guys' time. Because I know like whenever a feature comes in, that's anywhere from 30 to 15 or 30 minutes that you guys don't get a chance to perform. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's make these last 2 weeks of the month something. Oh, that's what I want. That's what I want to do. So it is going to be the last day of National Poetry Month. So I'm asking every poet that sees this, and I'm gonna post about it on my pages. If you come down to Wild Poetry Open Mic, I'm going to ask you to perform at least one poem from your favorite poet. And yeah, yep. And try to give us a little background on why you like that poem as well, because it's Natural Poetry Month. So just do a little bit. I plan on talking a little bit about Langston Hughes, who is my favorite poet. And no, we're not going to talk about him today. But and to Langston Hughes and what he meant to not only just the Black arts movement that you saw coming out of Harlem, but what did he mean to Black people in the movement in the Black community in general? So those are things that you're going to see me talking about.
I think that's pretty fly. So do you have to do a poem from somebody that you know what I'm saying? Do you have to do that?
No, you don't have to do. We're
But you like
asking.
I'm asking. So
Yeah,
just okay.
yeah,
Just want
yeah.
to
We're
make
just
sure.
asking. It's a polite ask. It's
Okay.
not a firm.
So it's not like if I don't do that, then I can't perform.
Yeah,
Can I
no.
perform some? What if Prince Dan is my favorite?
Then that's cool.
And how do you plan to share that information with people before they see this show? And before they see this, and before they get here?
Before they see this,
Mm-hmm.
well, it will be posted on my page. It also will be mentioned in the event page as well. So when you look up Wild Poetry Open Mic for this week, when you find the actual event page, I'll have it in there, and I'm gonna put that in there sometime today as well.
Okay. Okay. So Langston Hughes is your favorite. Do you know any of his work by heart, or you just know him? Um,
There's a couple things. I'm not spitting none today. You're
not to
not
say
getting to
that.
do that.
Ask it. Just ask it.
Yeah, no, he was actually Langston Hughes was like actually one of my favorite um poets growing up.
And why is that?
And I, you know what? To be honest, I think it's because that's who my nana actually used to introduce me into poem outside of herself.
Okay.
Um, I think I can't remember the name of the book. I think it was called like at the Rivers Bend, the Rivers End, the Rivers Bend, something like that. And it was a Langston Hughes book, and it was full of like limericks and like funny poems and all kind of stuff. And I was just like, this dude is awesome. And I, as a kid, I thought that poetry was, the I have $1 on the beach.
Is that what you heard?
Like that. That's what I thought. What like that's what I thought poem was like poetry was. Damn, Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's that's my faith as well.
Look at you. You out here reading. Sarita said
Okay,
that's her that is her page, right?
okay, okay.
So
I knew you was
next
cool for
month
a reason,
is
Sarita.
you're so crazy. Next month is National Poetry Month, right?
No, this is the last day of last natural
I thought
poetry.
National Poetry Month was April.
No, it was. I think it was the same month.
Nah,
Or was Tuesday National
nah. It
Poetry
might be National
Day.
Poetry Day. National Poetry Month is in April.
That's it. That's in April.
I
I swear
believe
I
so.
thought
Let
it
me
was this
find out. I'm
month.
about to find out.
I swear I thought it was this
I'm about
month
to find out. I
because I
might be
was waiting
wrong.
to have it. I was waiting
It
for
might
this
be.
day.
It might be. Come on. Let me get it together. Poetry month. It's April.
Oh, it is April. So I
Yeah.
was wrong. So National Poetry Day was last week.
Yeah.
Oh, so
National Poetry Day,
was
but
last week.
National Poetry
The
Month
month
is
is
the month
next
of
month.
April.
Oh, it's great. Then we dope. So then we're gonna have to put that plan on hold and we're gonna start that next week.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
We're
Like
gonna start that next week.
it's April. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's the month of April, and so and the
Oh
only reason
yeah,
I
we
know
finna
that is
go
because I
in.
remember like online. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That hashtag
Yep,
NAPOMO
yep, yep, yep,
NAPOMO, which or
yep.
NPM National Poetry Month. Look for all the hashtag if we want to search like some good impromptu poetry. Just search the hashtag NPM.
MPO,
So NPM first,
yeah,
which is
National
National
Poetry
Poetry
Month.
Month, before they changed it to NAPOMO, which is NAPOMO.
That's a whole lot.
Yeah, well, that's National Poetry Month. That's how, poets do things like this.
We do
You know
stuff
what I'm
like
saying? Then
that.
they start adding the years to it. NAPOMO two
20.
three two
Uh-huh.
two one
Yeah,
nine. You
that
know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
that that's
come on.
that's definitely
Okay, that's you
us.
keeping up track with your records, but the date is already listed, poet. It's okay.
That's cool. We just extra because we're creative. We always
You
find
think
ways
you
to do
think that's
stuff.
what it is?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I know I'm extra because I'm creative. My brain, like, I don't think a creative mind works the way that most people's minds work. And really, to be honest, only creators really understand creatives.
Okay, I received that wholeheartedly. Um, okay, well that's the case. So let me just be even more transparent. Like so, when I woke up this morning, life was life, and as it is every week. You get what I'm saying? Life be life and doing this thing. And I know that I'm just in the middle of this crazy transition of life doing what it does. And but so much of it now is has I've noticed that it's so extra heavy. It's the fluidity of it all. It's just it's too much for me mostly. You understand
Hmm.
what I'm saying? But and I was here, I was in a car, I was on the phone, I was having a conversation with one of my mentors, and I was losing my I was losing my shit. I was going off. Right. And I'm sick of this and I'm tired of this and blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. Because yesterday I made a post
I
expressing
saw that
some
post.
things about how I was feeling, and it drew some concern from some loved ones.
Sometimes
And
you need
so
to
I had
withdraw
to take
yourself.
it down. And I didn't really take it down. I just made it private because I don't like to backtrack my statements. I said what I said.
Hmm.
And so I just made it so that I could say it to me. And so the post is there, and you know what I'm saying, it's available for me to see and all the stuff, whatever the case may be. So I was ready to come in and just like go ham. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like 'cause my energy was up, and I'm like, ah, rah, 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 rah.
Hmm.
And then I happened to come into an amazing interview for a bartender here for Happy Days. My brother and one of his what's the word? I don't want to say partners, but an associate of his, a business associate was having a meeting, and I got to, I was blessed to lean my ear into some of that. And let me tell you, the messages that were coming through in the conversation that they were having changed my whole everything.
Trying to tell you,
I was like,
sometimes, listen,
okay, I'm not finna go up no more. I take it back. I take it back.
sometimes it just takes that.
You don't worry about him with his attitude, having ass.
No, no,
He's so cute.
he's adorable.
You trying to? I'm talking about you. You using your firm voice with Jason. No,
Yeah, no, man. At this moment in time,
come
it's
here.
like I don't even want to do it. You done came on the side and then poop next to me,
He
bro.
did.
We
He
not
did.
cool right
Y'all
now,
not cool
bro.
right now.
No, we not cool.
It's cleaned up.
I know it's cleaned up. Mama got it,
Yeah, she did.
but Neff was on some bull.
He was.
He was Neff was on some. Yeah, me and Chase not cool the rest of the day.
Okay. Well, the rest of the day though.
Well, as long as the rest of the broadcast.
Okay. All
The
right.
rest of the broadcast.
So, what do you do when life is giving you the blues? You get what I'm saying? Like, what do you do?
When life is giving me that Mike Tyson, yeah,
Mike Tyson. What do you do?
So just that, like, I try to laugh as much as possible, and put myself around people that I know whose energy isn't going to allow me to be in a funky mood.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they just go like, no, bro. If you don't change that, you gonna have to move around. You know what I'm saying? Or like they gonna make you have a good time. You know what I mean? Just by based off who they are, smiling and laughing and enjoying your life, and I think that's a really good way to like come up out of that. Or sometimes I'll just, depending on the level, I might just write. I might write it out.
I like honestly, I used to write all the time, whether it's music or poetry, and I just can't find my rhythm. I just can't find my voice. Like, and every time I try it, it sounds so trash. Like the first 2, 3 lines, or whatever. Like I can't get the melody right, or I can't catch a move or a vibe or whatever. I can't, and I don't even know how to.
It's a connecting thing
To
whatever it is you're feeling. You're not allowing yourself to really connect to it.
Okay.
Right. So what I learned when I found out, like I had hit this space to where like painting my thoughts no longer worked.
Okay.
And I was like, dang, this kind of sucks as a writer. That's like they call that writer's block, right?
Right.
I call it a disconnection.
Okay.
Or sometimes your feeling and your energy is moving so fast that you can't put it down, right? You lose that feeling. So what I started doing is I just started recording what I was thinking in my head.
Like it don't be nothing there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like it be like 2 words. I'm, oh, I should. No, I guess there's nothing to write about.
No, but see, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm like, oh, I should.
Just
nothing.
Start talking. I know it sounds crazy.
No, so the talking is
so
it's nothing to write about.
So what I did,
like that's what I be saying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing to write about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So what I did was this: like I would go into my Samsung's notes.
Okay.
And I know I had a feeling, right?
Okay.
But I didn't know where to start, and I would just start talking about how I'm feeling.
Okay.
And then that would turn into the rhythm.
Okay. I like that.
And then that would turn into the flow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of like a free write.
Yeah.
And then free write, then you go back and you kind of form it or whatever the case may be. Like I've been wanting to do that. Like I guess I'm like, this is a whole new way for me to be creative or expressive.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because I usually like I've been writing for years and doing all this stuff, but it's like nothing comes out. And I haven't been in a space of creativity or a space of that. Like it's all been business, it's all been work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And some days, like legitimately, I miss being able to, sit into a vibe or sit around other people. That's what I keep saying. I keep forgetting. hope you remember this. Please remember to ask me about the idea that I have for wow.
Okay.
Okay. I'm saying it because I mentioned it before and I kept forgetting to go back to it. So try to remember. If you
Okay.
can too, I'm gonna try to text us.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna try to text us.
Okay. It's Texas. Okay.
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 Because
I
I be
got you.
sucking.
Because I asked you about what it was, and then like you was like, I can't remember.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna text us right now. You know what I'm saying? I missed that. So I'm gonna ask y'all. I got Beatrice online. Auntie Rita joined the conversation. Sarita's here. Tika, what's good, Tika? Chisa's still in the conversation. And whoever else is logged on, I see y'all logged on. Make sure y'all say hi. Like, what do you do when you're having like creative blocks, or you want to be able to express some of that and you just don't know how to shake it anymore? Like some days, I mean, like I feel like I don't feel like it because I'm not assuming it. I know like the core of who I am is a ball of creativity, and I just don't have the opportunity to, excuse me, I've negated myself the opportunity to be outwardly expressive of that. Like I stepped completely away from that. But some parts of me sometimes just want to, I just want to delve into it. I want to be drowned in music, and I want to be, you know what I'm saying, covered in all these words and these ideas, and I want to be able to put it all out, and I just I can't.
Yeah, I think that's when you start putting yourself around people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So at some point in time, like if you have the want, right, and you have the need and you're feeling it, but sometimes you can't draw it out by yourself,
Okay.
man, find somebody who's like creating a like a writer circle. You know what I'm saying? A workshop, something like that, that can help pull it out, or just even the inspiration of doing it, of being in of going to that space can put you in a space of creativity.
Okay.
Because even with this, I wrote this yesterday. Well, not yesterday. Yeah, actually, I did write this yesterday, and I wrote it. I wrote it. I recorded it. Right. I wrote it. I recorded it, and I shared it all in one day.
I wonder. I remember that.
Yeah. All
Like I saw it online.
Yeah.
When I say I remember, that's what I meant.
Yeah. No, I know. I know what you meant.
Sarita says, let's see. Go to music.
And Sarita put
Motivational
smoke.
speeches. On YouTube, move my body, sacred meditation. This is what she do, or she smoke. I got it. Okay. Listen. I'm with it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it's just different things. I used to like I have all these journals. You know what I mean? And the other day I was like, I'm gonna go in my trunk because when I moved, I put a lot of my things in my trunk. All like my writing, creative things. I put them in the trunk, and I haven't looked at that stuff in years.
Do you think part of the reason is the separation
What do you mean?
when you separated from
The arts?
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like I think I know that that's part of the reason. Like it's
Mhm.
a really large part of it. Like I've taken I I muted my outlet. You know what I'm saying? When it
Mhm.
came to that, and whatever the hurt that was associated with it, the frustration associated with it, it doesn't mean that I don't miss it. Like, and I think a lot of people misunderstood me saying that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that anymore. Like I don't sing anymore. And people are like, are you kidding me? But because I never got a chance to like connect to that anymore. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And what does that look like? And how does that feel? And I just I haven't done it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't. Not like I said, I'm not willing to try. I'm willing to try writing prompts. I'm willing to try
Mhm.
whatever the case may be. I was thinking about National Poetry Month is coming. So do you try to write from that? I even try to search some of the
Mhm.
stuff that I have written, whatever the case may be, before, and I'm like, do I want to? I don't want to be reminded of or connected to any of those memories. So I don't know. Do I do? Is it the hurt that I'm having trouble with? Do I come back to it? Like you know what I'm saying? Like just
I
trying to figure
think
that
I
part out. Go
think
ahead, bro.
I think part of it also could be part of the block though, right? Um, there's somewhere in the art where it's a trigger for you,
Okay.
you know, and part of that could be stopping you from that, right? Because if
Okay.
Because if your creative outlet is the same thing that triggers you,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so the blockage is going to stay there, right? You know, and artists like anything else, developing a healthy relationship with it in aspects to the past is going to be a key,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe like you can do your art without having the past affect it, right? Also, in some ways, I think sometimes we have to. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes we got to look things dead bald into their face and be like, "Fuck you, I'm
Oh,
cool now." You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
For lack of a better word. Hey Homer, if you hear this, my bad. Cussing all on you.
Well,
Uh,
this
I know
no,
I'm just
why?
playing.
It's
I'm
blowradio.com. You
just
can be
kidding.
expressive, whatever makes you comfortable.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, but I just want you to know it's okay. I guess that's where I'm trying to figure out, what does that look like? Not just for me, but for others as well. You know what I mean? And trying to find a space or an opportunity to be expressive in that, to find a space or opportunity to share what that looks like.
I think you've already started that journey though. I like they don't see me, they don't understand. Like they're just like looking, they like, why is he looking down at his phone?
All right,
Um
I got it. I'm looking at mine too, but we trying to
um
get it all together. So yeah.
so but you started that journey already
What
within,
makes you say that?
because like what Wild's been here, we about to end the first quarter of the year,
Uh huh.
right? So we've been here for 3 months,
Okay.
okay,
Uh huh.
little over 90 days,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
um and in that time, you've the first month you got up there, you sang something and you performed. The second month you did, and the third month you did.
Oh, look at that! I did once a month. Yay!
Actually, it's been 4 times.
Okay. How do you remember these things? Because I don't
It's
remember
my
it.
job.
I don't remember any of those
It's my
things.
job.
Okay.
It's my
Okay.
job. It's my job. To know, for one, to know those things, and also to be encouraging to you, right?
Okay.
Because you're encouraging to me.
I appreciate that.
Um, and so you've already started stepping out the box, right? Um, my birthday celebration, the last month in Jan, the last 2 weeks in January, right?
Okay. Okay.
Um, when we went up there, and you came up performed, and I'll never forget how emotional that was for you. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
Everybody came up, they came around. It was a lot of love hugged on
Yeah,
you,
because
and
that shit with
loved all
Sean
on
threw
you.
me off. It was everything.
Hmm?
You talking about the night with Sean?
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So no, not Sean Hinton. This was the first month.
Okay.
Um, you it was week 3. It was the week where right after my birthday,
Okay.
and the screen, like I was having a hissy fit because the screen went out.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay, pumpkins.
Um, and but you still went up there and you performed like towards the end of the night, and you congratulated and thanked everybody.
Hmm.
But tears was in your eyes, and I can tell that you missed it,
I do miss it.
and I can tell that it means a lot to you.
It does.
And the coolest thing about that was that everyone was touched because the entire room was still packed when you got up there,
Oh.
which shocked me that you went up there and it was still like 65 people up here.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Okay. Sarita said, sounds like you're in your head too much about it. Step away from it for a minute. I'll also record versus write as well. I've been stepped away from it. It's been
years.
years. It's been years. Shout out to Kelly. Hey, cuz. Shout out to Crystal. Hey, my loves. Troy Seaborg says, I needed to perform at one time. You came through and killed it. I'm forever grateful. Oh, I love you, Troy. Absolutely. Absolutely love you.
Oh, hey Crystal.
Hey, y'all.
Hey Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
Um, yeah, and I just think like you are making those
Oh, there
steps.
she go. Hey, Kelly, gang member.
Gang, gang,
Gang, gang.
gang,
What's
gang.
happening?
But
Oh, look at y'all trying to come in here and have me a live audience. Stop the games.
stop the
What
game. Stop the
up?
game.
Yes.
No, but it's cool. It's cool.
Hmm.
You are baby stepping it, and that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I mean, we're having conversations about helping, and with my performance and my delivery,
Hmm.
right, that we weren't having, 12 weeks ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I understand.
And I think 12 weeks ago, those conversations would have been a little bit harder for you.
Possibly.
No, I know, because I tried.
Oh.
I tried. It's okay.
Possibly.
It's okay.
Possibly it could have been so.
It's okay.
Maybe there's a fact.
But if you listen, even if you got a chance to actually hear it, if you listen,
I haven't.
yeah, you should.
I'm not.
you should. Definitely.
I'm trying
You should listen
because
to
like
it.
legitimately I was like, you know how well, I don't know. At one point things were so easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just naturally a part. What's wrong? Okay. It was just naturally a part of like how I move. Like singing is one not something I had to think about because I had done it all my life. Or poetry was something I had to think about because I just did it. You know what I'm saying? It felt good, and then started learning structure and writing, creativity, and things like that. And it all made it make sense. And now that I have the opportunity to do it, it's like here in my house, I'd be looking at it like, I'm gonna just sit over here. I'm gonna just you get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I would love to be able to, like, I can't remember, like, this was like it was a secondhand thing. Like, you know how many pieces I used to have memorized and performances or whatever, 'cause I can't remember any of those things. Like none of it.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Right, like the block, like, but it's the same. It's not the same. Like with music, like I remember all my songs. I remember the stuff, whatever the case may be. But I think like this is the relativeness of the relationship that I was having with the words at the time. I think that might have been an issue, and because I don't feel, trying to figure out how to get into that space to make it so that I don't know if there's a hurt associated with it or the pain that comes along with it. I don't know.
It is this is definitely something triggering the blockage, right?
Okay.
And you could also take this as a opportunity to start a new catalog.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking.
You know
I'm
what I
like, well,
mean?
let me,
Just rediscover you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Rediscover you.
I definitely gonna have to get to a space, somewhere that I can be encouraged and prompted to do those things. You know, because I want to. So I just need to figure out to create an opportunity to be able to.
I mean, I was thinking, hey, listen, I was part of the things that I want to do with WOW was actually create, writing workshops, performance workshops and stuff like that, to where we can come together and we can help each other hone those things, right?
Okay.
Because I mean, sometimes we might not be as good, or we might be better than what we think we are.
Understood.
You know what I mean?
I understand. Shout out to Rachel James. Sarita said you're also in a different season of your life. Give yourself some grace. Watch it happen when you least expect it. Girl, come on. I'm hoping. It just like literally because I would like to. I would like to get into it. I would like to spend the opportunity. I want to do it. Like it's how you just sit on the edge, be like, I want to do it. I want to touch it too. And then you don't really know that if you can or not. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it also, but then you don't know if you can or
not. I think part of it is that sometimes we get unsure of ourselves even when we know we can.
So I was literally just gonna kind of go there a little bit. I think, and I think, like for me personally, because I know somebody else may have experienced that, and somebody else, but for me personally, me having these conversations with different people and trying to get the expectation, trying to move past the expectations that others have of me. You get what I'm saying? Like in some people's mind, you get what I'm saying, that I'm this or I'm that, or I used to do this. So I mean, what you mean you can't? You get what I'm saying? Or you don't know how, and then I feel like I'm having to explain, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in my mind or what's happening. And you know what I mean? And those things like those things make it even more complicated to move past, and having to look at myself and feel something. Sarita said imposter syndrome, baby. Yes.
There you go.
They're completely aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've been moving to that. I just didn't know that it lived in this area of my life also.
Oh yeah.
Like I know it lived in me as a businesswoman. You know what I'm saying? But the closer I get to the other side of my healing, because I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? Going through these spaces and these process. You know what I'm saying? The closer I get to the other side of that, the more difficult it becomes. You know what I'm saying? Crystal Ship says,
Crystal Shield says, Patrice Green, I want you to know that truly. Oh, whoop,
oh yeah, that's okay.
hold on.
That's okay. No worries. No
You know
worries.
what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, did it? Yep. I want you to know that you truly are out here uplifting and inspiring people. You are one of the dopest collaborators to ever do it, to create opportunities for so many. And as you approach this next season, my prayer is that you give you everything you freely give others. I just need to get that off my chest. You see how many people love you.
So here's the deal with that. Like, this is the part where you, where I try to express. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I appreciate, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? That's like when somebody that you're not attractive to tell you that he think you fine. So, you know what I'm saying? Not that
Yeah,
that's not so, but okay, thank you. But what does that mean? And the person that you absolutely are like adorned with, you know what I'm saying, or enamored with, just don't look two times your way.
big
You get what I'm
facts. I
saying?
know exactly what you're talking
Or
about.
you feel some kind of way in your own space, and it's all the things that come along with that. We got you, Crystal, on the correction. We got you, beloved. Yes, Troy Seabrook says, you can do whatever you want. You the real deal. Y'all so sweet. I rock with you all day, every day. I met you one time, we connected, and it was off the chains. Y'all don't know, Patrice open for Miles Nielsen and the Rusted Hearts. Very true. Rouse Nielsen from Cheap Tricks, son. That's very true. Wow. And they are amazed at your music. We believe in you. I appreciate you. And shout out to Trace Caprice. What's going on, baby boy?
Big trees. What's happening, trees?
Team Gemini.
One, like I don't know, but yo babies is grown and they make me feel old now, bro. Just so you know,
Get up here, Chase.
like seriously, like yo babies is grown now. That you and Lizzie babies is grown. That's the craziest thing. Just I feel really old now.
Do you?
Yes,
Good.
dude. I
Welcome
met
to the other
dude when
side
I
of the
was like
plane.
19, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
before he even had kids.
Just thinking about all of these things and all the stuff that come out of them. This is me feeling old. You get what I'm saying? And maybe that's it. I just don't like. I'm working on it. I just want to be connected in that way. What's what's you okay, D? Okay. Is I want to be able to tap into what that looks like for me. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And just
Mhm.
transitioning in a way. Chase, cut it out.
I think that well that's what I'm saying. Rediscovering you. Like finding out your words that are on the inside while in this season of you.
And I think Sarita said that earlier too. Like, this is a whole nother person. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He said, "No, we ain't old. We're better."
that that too,
That
bro.
too.
I received that.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
received
That
that.
too. One more thing. Happy Days Day Bar and the entire movement is bringing life back to the SB. We love you.
You know what? You rock, Crystal.
Absolutely.
You rock.
We love you. And thank you for that. I just
I forgot my inhaler. I'm not having an asthma attack, but it's not yet. I forgot my inhaler. I'm not going through an asthma attack, so don't worry. You see the look. See, look. You. I said I left my inhaler. You looked, and she looked at me like I was plumb crazy.
I'm just saying, like, I don't even know if I got mine. That's why who am I to fuss? Because I should at least have mine. Somebody got an inhaler? Do I need a 911?
No, no, you don't. I can
All
breathe.
right.
It's not struggle. It's not the struggle breath. You know what the
Okay.
struggle breath
I
feels
do know
like.
what the struggle breath
It's
is.
not there yet.
Okay, well, let's not get it there.
No, that's why.
Let's not get it there, yo. Let's not get it there. I don't know. I think I not don't know. I know that coming into just this different phase of my life. Sometimes I be sharing and people be feeling so weird.
Weird about you sharing out loud, that means they uncomfortable
But
sharing,
well, that's because
or
they're
they're
just uncomfortable
uncomfortable
with that
receiving.
part. They're uncomfortable with that part of me. Or the part that's not
I'm good. That was a hiccup.
okay.
It's a difference. I
She's
know the
the
difference.
sound is going in and out. Let me get on it real quick. Check 1 2. Okay, so we going which sound is going in and out because I got a
Is
good
it mine?
I don't know. I'm about to find out because I'm listening here and it sounds solid.
Is it me?
Hello.
I think it's because my
Is
mic
it
was like,
me
ooh,
you're
you know.
looking
Ooh.
for? I did that. Crystal said, "Did you drink water today?" Good afternoon,
Yes,
Auntie
I
Cora.
did. I did drink water today.
Good
I
afternoon,
drink
Auntie
water
Cora.
every day, Crystal.
Mm-mm. It's solid now. Okay, good, 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 good. Okay, so let's talk about the poetry set and where do
Yes.
you see it growing?
I mean, what my original vision for here was just to pack this entire, upper and lower, the upper veranda and the lower rotunda out, just fill it up, all because what we can fit how many people in here?
A lot.
A lot. You know what I mean? And I that's the goal, right? That's why I see this being, especially this summertime. I just got a feeling like wow, it's going to take a different turn, especially after we do the fashion show. I keep talking about it's gonna happen.
Chase is being a whole
He is.
situation.
He is.
It's been a whole situation.
He's just.
Kelly, I think Kelly's enjoying it more than him. I don't even know what's going on.
She's
I
having the
think,
ball.
yeah, I think that's what's happening too. I love. I'm gonna tell you, I love when we do when the live remote and it's actually people in the audience and we having
Mm-hmm.
conversation and then people can reach and engage or whatever the case may
Mm-hmm.
be. I absolutely just I love it. I love it. Hey, Arthur
Um,
Kaylee, was good.
I think also I think one of the biggest. Hey, Kelly. Well, no, it's Kaylee, right? Or is it KL? I
Mm-hmm,
never asked.
mm-hmm.
Um, I think one of the biggest things is that like when we do our poetry slam later on in the year, I think that's going to be a really big thing for the city. I think that's going to be a good thing for the city, and I also think it'll prompt some of the other sets to start doing them as well.
Okay.
Um,
She said it's KL.
KL,
Yes.
thank you.
And hey, y'all. I
Hey,
don't know.
by the way, KL, didn't you just drop a book, or you about to drop a book? One of the two. Didn't I see something like that?
Could be.
Um,
What's up? Why you pause? What happened?
I lost my thought.
Adding to the poetry scenes, the slams, and things like that to help to make the sets grow.
Yeah, this, and I think that's one of the things. Like, I want to encourage those things in the city. I know with PU coming back, that's something. A lot of performances are going to step up because a lot of people are going to be doing the auditions and everything for their just to try to get on, with the bi-monthly or monthly show that they're doing. Um, so I know that's going to help. I'm watching you. Oh, aha, I
She
got it.
talking to me.
She was texting you.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and I think that's going to be really really big. So I think there's going to be this existential shift in the poetry scene in Milwaukee where I think like people's like performances for one are going to elevate, and I think by the time like June, July, August hit, like we're going to be ready for poetry slams. Um, and then the traveling, I think we're going to be more ready to go to these other cities and these other states and start entering back into national poetry slams and everything like that. So I think that's my biggest thing right now, just focusing on that. But I mean, if you talk about me seeing where Wild goes, if they was watching last week, if they were watching last week, then they know like I plan on taking Wild National, and traveling and performing in different cities. That,
So, considering the lifestyle that you come from, no, Tiffany, we are not open. I don't have anyone to work today. So, no, we're not open. But I thought we was getting my hair done today. Um, so, with the lifestyle you come from, and
mhm.
so you was living this quote unquote dual life. I'm this artist, creative, street amazing guy.
Yeah.
And so, like, how did you choose this life, or did it choose you?
Um.
Like this side of the game.
Whoa, that's a loaded question. Oh, so that's the
Could
name of
be.
her book, Shadows in the Dark.
I know I'm on this part. You keep answering the questions, sir.
So I mean, for anybody that's been close to me, close enough to me to know, like I used to be a whole hustler, like whole hood. I was one of them dudes, right? And I got introduced to the arts as a younger as a youngin. My grandma did it, and she showed me how to do it, and I fell in love with it. So I would write, but I never shared my literature with anybody.
Okay.
I would just write, or I would like, as you can see, I had the old school click 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 click
That was a
typewriter.
typewriter.
Yeah.
I looked at the text. I'm like, is this from a typewriter?
So
I loved everything about, and I loved the fact that I knew it.
yeah,
I'm like, this is a typewriter.
yeah. So I had the old school typewriter. I even had the old school printer where you can print it out on the green screen, the green screen computer. And then like when it printed out, the printer was like shh, like that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I even had that.
Those are called word
The
processors.
old school word
Old
processor
school word processors.
with the hard disk that was the floppy John and the floppy John that was the hard John. You know what I'm talking about.
You okay, ma'am? You need something? Can we get you anything? You sure? Where you going? Where you going? What happened? We don't even know what happened. She on Townsend. At the red light. Car this way. To these other car. Oh!
Oh,
Oh, well, I'm glad you in here. I just looked at them like you lying. They out here in the streets. They was doing a shootout, driving down the street at other cars. Oh, that's how you get shot though. You do like I'm not trying to be funny. That's how you get shot
that's
though.
how you get
And then
shot.
people be saying stuff like, "I can't believe you did that to other people's kids. Why are you doing it? Don't do
Yo,
that.
why your kids hanging out the window flashing pistols?
Get your kids hanging out the window with the kid." He was a good boy. He was working on getting himself together until he shot that lady. He didn't mean to shoot her. It went up because the
Listen,
potholes in the street.
listen. Ray Ray
The
been
potholes in the
been
street.
in and out of the system since juvie. Like,
Ray since Juvie, now do that. Oh man,
um,
listen, go ahead, man.
but I mean to say how I got to this side, um, like I will pop in and pop out on like some of the poetry sets.
Okay.
You know, I never performed. I would just look and listen, and then I'll leave. Um, roughly around like 20, I want to say 2013, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Um, right when my brother Bishop, he was doing like the glass slipper tour and all that other stuff, is when I started coming around. And literally, like, I didn't get involved until like Clap for a Poet and pick up lines in poetry back in like 2015, 2016.
Ooh, not to pick up lines of poetry.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. See, all these things bring back such good
Yeah.
memories to me. They feel good in my little belly.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, I forgot how much I love poetry. I genuinely forgot, even though I wrote it, like I forgot how much I loved being around it. Because in high school, right before I got kicked out for fighting, that's what I was known for, rapping and poetry.
Before you got kicked out.
Yeah, before I got kicked out.
Okay, that's what you was doing, spending your life getting kicked out.
of high school and getting arrested, yeah, and selling drugs, yeah. This is just who I was at that point in time in my life, right? Um, yeah, you had two sides to choose. You either choose this side or you chose that side. I chose the left and not the right.
Well, good.
Um,
I think that there are plenty of people here that are excited that you chose the left and not the right.
I don't know. See, if I chose the right, I probably wouldn't be here.
Mm.
I don't know what you don't see. Now, every choice you make leads you down a certain particular life path,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, I think like, what if I didn't choose the left side when I was younger? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How would I? I don't know how I would have ended up here. I'm. Oh, who knows? No one knows that life path because those choices weren't made. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
But I'm pretty sure like it would have ended up somewhere else in a different form, in a different phase. Um, too, I also believe that, the universe and God always typically brings you back to what he wants you to be doing anyways. Like God gives us all gifts, right? The universe gives us gifts. And it's up for us to figure out how to use those gifts to help other people. And yeah, I don't know. That's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad that you came this way and not that way.
Yeah. Up and not down.
That's
I can't be serious too long.
what's wrong with you? Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
He did not just go on that chair, did he? Oh, he went on the table?
Mm-hmm.
He's spraying the table again. See
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Chase, get out of here. Bad buttons.
Chase is cutting up.
He is cutting up, trying to mark the whole bar now.
He
Swear
is
to
cutting
God.
up.
Swear to God, I need him to cut it out immediately. Immediate. Kelly said he lifting his leg now, huh? Yeah, he lifting his leg now. You say he a boy now? His birthday is in 2 weeks.
I about to say it should be
He'll
about
be a
2
year,
weeks. Yeah.
the 15th. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think that people. I talk so much about me personally when it comes to emotions and feelings and
Mm-hmm.
acceptance and mood or whatever, because I think that somebody need a reference point. Somebody need to be the reference point, and it'll just be me for the moment. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind it being me or the being the reference point. She tried to leave and he followed her. Hand him to me. I'll take him. So that people have a reference point. It's not always about me. I speak in general, but I also speak about things that I know other people can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Imposter syndrome is a whole thing. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? And it's not just for me. And it's sometimes people need an opportunity to be able to feel some kind of way freely.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then take that and not be, how do you say, not feel judged or locked into whatever that feeling is, so that they can
Mm-hmm.
express themselves openly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we had that conversation to where like a lot of my performances are like impacted because of my connection, not connected to this that I wrote. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I don't feel it.
Okay.
It's just that sometimes it's that vulnerability or being able to connect to it. I mean, part of that falls into that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
To where like, am I being true to myself, or can I be true to myself? You know what I'm saying?
I think for me, I don't recently, not just recently, I don't have a problem being true to myself. I think that a lot of people have made some dastardly uh, assumptions about who they thought I was or what they wanted
Mm.
me to be or what they thought if it was me, then I would be blah, 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 like
Mm-hmm.
this. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm not those things, they feel some kind of way. Or when I'm not that, or
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Then they feel some kind of way. Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it comes out to be like, I would never have done that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think this way. I don't move that way. You would have, obviously, because that's why you think that it's okay to assume that I would.
Yeah, I think people tend to put assumptions on people that really are intrinsically in themselves. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Especially when it's something negative, right? Oh, you was this, you this, but like, huh? I ain't never did that. Or if you can not really, or you can deal with a person and always expecting something negative to happen,
Okay.
because at some point in time, you've been that negative person, and you're expecting the hammer to drop down at some point in
In
time
the
because
same
you've been
in
the
the
hammer.
same way that it would have that you would have responded. And so that's when
Yeah.
I say stuff like people like don't I'm like, first of all, if you know me, you know I'm shy. Like
hmm
legitimately, I don't have like I do all of this but this worked for me. I can push my little button, bam. Hey, what's happening? It's your girl, just Patrice Live. We out here. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Whatever the case may be, but let it be a room full of people. I want to fight everything and everybody in here to go to the corner because it's too much energy, too much everything, and I feel like they own me. You know what I'm saying? Like
hmm
literally, I feel like it's like that's too much for me.
hmm
But when I say that to people, then you get these side eyes, and then it's like, oh, she just wants somebody to sweat her. No, bitch, you want somebody to sweat you. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? No, I
And
would never want nobody to sweat me. Sweating means that you're going to give me too much attention. You know what I'm saying? And that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? But you do this stuff and I do it. This is work.
I think sometimes people forget that even though you entertain, right? And you can host and you can do all it, like you can't have reservations.
Well, apparently I can. And I know that I do because I live every day with them.
And
You
that
know
be
what I'm
the
saying? I'm like,
yeah,
cut it out.
that be the part that killed me. But bro, you speak in front of people all day. Your job is talking, so I don't really like talking.
Right. Exactly. But I do it. But
I
that doesn't mean that this is the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, and my life is so wonderful. If I could just only, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'd be like, okay, hand me him. So she trying to leave and he is not allowing it. Yeah. Yeah. Put them big old hands over there. He like, what the fuck's happening? He like, no, no, auntie, come back, come back. Auntie Rita said, I'm the same way. Listen, I will do
Mhm.
all the stuff I need to do all the things. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of like, I remember performing. We had live shows. I right before the show, like the hour would wait to get everything set up, and then I would hit it. And they'd be like, "Where you going?" They'd be like, "Just leave her alone. She need to be by herself." Exactly.
You got
I need
to.
to be in this space all to myself. And don't come on here touching me. Don't come here asking me no questions or nothing. I'm scared. I got to go on here and make this whole ass of myself so these people can be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I be thinking. You know what I'm saying?
For real,
Whether
for real.
they loved it or not, I'd be like, son of a bitch,
And
what do you want?
and that'd be the thing, because like you got to go entertain people and make them clap. Sometimes make them laugh. Sometimes intentionally put a tear in their eye.
Yeah. That's
Right,
what you running? You understand? You said you lied because the kids outside doing their thing.
dude. Listen,
Listen, I am not mad. I told you. Hey, Chasey.
his little
All right,
heart
be
beats
safe,
so hard
love.
right now. He's so
Let
mad
me
I
know
got
you
him.
in, Kels, please. Love you too. Auntie Rita said, hashtag Gemini, I'm the same way. Crystal Ship said, I'm a peaceful people person, but I'm not that person that loves to be in the background. But I'm that person that loves to be in the background. Auntie Rita said, empath, listen, it be so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, I need to be over here away so that I can put this mask on, come out here, do the thing, you know what I'm saying? And then go
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they be, oh, we going out to kick it. Mm-mm. Oh, we going to the club. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
We got a section. Can I be in the section? Where you
Mm-hmm.
gonna be in the section? I'm gonna sit in the section and be in the corner. Oh, you're not gonna kick it with home.
Well, you got something you want to say, bro?
And look at him. He like, I'm out here. She gone, Chase. She gone. It's over.
TT gone, bro. I can
It's
put him
over.
down now.
Yeah, you can. Here we go. Watch the rhyme. Uh-huh. Yeah. So I mean, and I'm not down. I'm not judging people who like to be the center of attention. I'm not putting people in place where they gotta be. You know, if that's what you like and it feel good to you, knock yourself out, yo. It's a lot that comes along with that. And don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I thought that's what I wanted. I thought that You know what I'm saying? You want to get on the stage, you want to do the things and stuff come along with it. But it's something, it's a whole
No.
lifestyle and a whole something you have to be willing to deal with. Like, I don't know, having dinner and minding your own business and people coming up. I'm sorry, I know that you're eating dinner, but can I take your picture? Can you take my picture? I'm eating.
Yo, that was the craziest thing. Like, so when I used to rap, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the things that got me away from performing. Cause I'm out. It was me, my oldest son, and his mom. And he was like 2.5 at the time.
Mm.
And we out eating.
Mm-hmm.
And people stop like, oh, bro, you Ace, what up, cuz? I just seen you performing at the Woody Woo. I bought your album. And I'm like, and now you can't be like, man, I'm eating.
Right. You
Ooh,
cannot.
ooh.
You
You can't do
cannot.
that,
No.
especially not in Milwaukee.
No.
You'll get burnt up so fast.
Right. Oh, you acting all funny and shit just because you
Yeah.
out just because you out with your family. You could say hi. Really? So nothing I'm doing right now is
Like,
important.
for
Clearly not.
real. And
Clearly.
like, so what I did was I got up, I signed dude's stuff, I took some pictures with him, I put him to the side. And
Mm-hmm.
you got a yawn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead,
I
let it
did
out.
it already.
Okay. And after I did that, I took him to the side. I said, hey, bro, I said, like, I appreciate you buying my music and everything. But I said, right, what you just did? He was like, what? I said, bro, you just pulled me away from my family.
Mm-hmm.
And I really appreciate it. That's why I got up and signed everything and took the picture for you. But it's also why I'm trying to tell you, like, sometimes I don't get that chance because I work and then I perform, you know,
Trying
and
to get
then
people to understand
and
that they
and
don't even be caring.
and no, actually, what was so odd, he was like cool with it.
Yeah, because he had the opportunity to process it.
You know what I'm
This
saying? And he was like, dude, I even think about it like that, fam.
right. Because they didn't. All they care about is so here's my thing. Right. So a lot of my life is that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to be funny. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of my life is that, oh, that hey Trace, such as whatever. And the people that if I know you, like you, my peoples, I love you.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It even be some of them. You know,
Oh
I'd be
yeah.
like, what you doing, fam?
Now I listen.
I'm like, dude,
I'll be the first to admit I've been one of the people that pull on you. You know what I mean?
and it's not just a pull, it's just a lack of respect for my humanity. Like, I'm a person
Hmm.
first. You get what I'm saying? And in
Hmm.
that space, you get what I'm saying? That means I cry, I hurt. You know what I'm saying? I mess up. I get disappointed. I may disappoint. You get what I'm saying? There's
Hmm.
nothing perfect about me in receiving and or giving. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes there's error all across the board, baby. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? As people, we have to do better.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta do better in recognizing that people are people, right? And that your favorite Milwaukee artist, right, is still a person, or your manager or your boss or your good friend that
Still a person.
still a person. They might be a strong person,
Watch me tell my sister.
but
Keep going.
I always tell people
Girl, I am on the air.
we're not always as
Yes, you
strong.
did. I texted you. I'm on air and you still talking. I love you.
We're not always as strong. We're not always as strong as like I think people think, right? Oh,
Are you
Prince can
sure?
handle it. Oh, P can handle it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Oh,
don't even think
D
that.
can
I don't
handle
even
it.
see that
It,
right
it,
there.
it be
But to
like
take
that.
that, but that thing to
But
take even that takes consideration too.
that's what they be like though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be like, yo, like, dang, check on me too. Like, oh man, I ain't checked
But see,
on
the thing is that for them to say Prince can handle it, it means that they considered whether or not you could and then decided. They don't even, some people, not all people, some people don't even consider whether or not you could. They are completely mindless of that. And it just doesn't matter whether you can or not. This is what I want. This is where I am. This because it's all about where they are.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Mm-mm. Auntie Rita said, I remember after performing, I would want to stay in the dressing room and not be bothered, but I couldn't. Listen,
Man.
every time I be like, do I have to go outside? Do I have to go out there? Well, you gotta. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's a quote unquote. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. So what was that Summer Walker that came to her because she got anxiety?
Yeah, she has social anxiety. And I was sitting up there telling people, I'm like, dude, I'm the same exact way. And they're like, what you mean? And that's how they get paid. That does not mean that you can't suffer from an ailment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Listen, yes, I do understand.
no, I know you get it. I'm just saying in general.
And
Right.
indeed.
And it got me so upset because I'm like, do you not know what it's like to suffer from social anxiety?
No, they don't.
Like sometimes one day you could be perfectly fine, right? And not have anything, or then the next minute you could be in front of 3 people and your whole energy is like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes like it's heavy weight on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To where like you're afraid to even step into a space. You know what I mean? And then trying to fight through that is the hardest thing. And if you haven't been through that, please don't judge it.
Crystal said, actually, people need to realize that those that are deemed to be quote unquote deemed the quote unquote strong ones, and she just said quote unquote, but I did. Wish they didn't always have to be the strong one.
Listen.
Come on now, with a whole word right there for you, real quick. The whole word.
Someone hit me with the like, man, whenever you the leader, man, everyone is looking for you for XYZ.
Understood. They are.
You know,
they are.
And even when you can't, and you know XYZ is gonna be difficult to pull, right? They don't care. They just want XYZ.
Yeah, but that's like in most everything. Like they don't care.
They just don't care.
And the thing is, like, once they, and I think so, let me wind it back. They lack mindfulness in those areas, and then sometimes when you mention it to people, they become empathetic. And Auntie Rita had mentioned that an empath or empathy earlier. You get what I'm saying? They become, oh, my bad, I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah, like
you get what I'm saying? Like with God, with your boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't even think about it like that. Oh, okay. Oh, my fault.
You know.
You get what I'm saying? Because they don't consider us people. I tell people this all the time when they think about superstars and who they are and what's going on in their lives and things, whatever. They are regular people. They just got an extraordinary talent, whichever it is. You get what I mean? And that doesn't mean that you just get to disregard them as whomever.
Exactly.
That's so foul.
And I think that people are out here holding people who are human beings who all slid out of a vagina or came out of a slit. Right?
Ridiculous.
I'm
yes.
just being being real.
Facts. Come on.
Like, like who needed male DNA and female DNA to come into this world. Right? And you're holding them to this high level and they human. And then people wonder why, like, Will Smith cracked and slapped somebody. Like, dude was living his life perfect, knowing he wasn't a perfect person. And then eventually he just at the most inappropriate time for Black people. You know what I'm saying? But you never know when the crack gonna happen.
You just never know. And I think that the humanness of it all. You get what I'm saying? And the expectation for people, for the expectation of perfection. And you're not perfect. But other people, the people who aren't perfect always want other people to be perfect.
And that's the part that pisses me off.
I'm like, are you kidding? That's like people who feel some kind of way about Christianity or whatever the case may be. Like this people.
People are people.
They are people. Well, if you a pastor, or if you are here, you spreading the word of God, then you should do better.
That means, for one, I tell people, like, anybody that can't give grace to another person did not even read the book in the first place.
Crystal Ship says, my mentor told me that oftentimes we have to teach people how to treat and handle us. Look, so all that being said, that's a perfect segue for me, Chris. Like, that's where I'm at. So I know that I'm different. and I different, not from other people, but different than whom I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And when people wanted me to be one thing or whatever, and are used to me being another one, like I'm not that person anymore.
No, you're not. And you know what it is? They have to relearn you.
I try to give people space to do that, but they don't want to. They want to keep coming with the other stuff, and then I'm hostile and aggressive, and I'm not understanding, and I'm a bitch, and I'm not a good friend, and I'm not all the things, and I'm like,
No.
I'm like, so you telling me so today because I said no, I suck. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because all this time up until this moment, I've said sure, no problem, but today I said no, and so now I'm a shitty person.
Well, that's the reason why they're saying that is because they can't use you for whatever they want to use you for.
Yeah,
So
I'm completely aware of this, but that's why when I say stuff like when people say something to me,
mm-hmm.
and then my response is or I can't or no or whatever the case may be. Typically, where'd that baby go? Is he? Chase, come here. Or you saying whatever the case may be. That see them in this
mm-hmm.
environment, and then I'm like, Chasey, come here. Oh shit, Chase. Lord, I done lost my dog. Oh, there you go. I see you. There you go, puppy.
Hey, man.
You know what? It be moments like this. Could you say something? Could you say something, Chase? You're like, just say something.
Something.
Say something. He just be standing there looking like this.
Then you got to figure out where he looking from.
Then he be like this.
I'm here.
You
called. You
exactly.
rang.
And then, but he don't say nothing. He just stand there and look at you like.
Mm-hmm. He a teenager.
He is completely. I just wish that people understood that what that looks like in the end is what Tiffany said. Crystal ship. That's good to know. But when do some people get offended? But then I realize those are the people that don't need to deal with because they are not working towards a common goal.
That part. And right, and that's exactly what I was going like. Well, not in those exact words, but that's what I was going to hit on. Is that for one, they're selfish. Two, them people that you might not need, and it's okay to create a healthy boundary to where you don't have to deal with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a thing where I was noticed is like, hey man, if you knew me 5 years ago, and you ain't seen me in 5 years, man. Hey man, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to reintroduce yourself, and then I'm gonna need to reintroduce myself to you because I'm not that same nigga I was 5 years ago.
At all.
Matter of fact, I'm not the same nigga I was 3 months ago.
Listen.
So you got to relearn me just like I got to relearn you.
Right, but
you don't know
but
me.
I feel like you should constantly have the opportunity. This is why people in relationships. And their relationships fail
because they don't learn each other.
Because you don't keep learning each other. Like you act like this the same. I married you 10 years ago. You are not going to be the same person 10 years later.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be because there's growth, there's maturity, there's experiences, and all the things that come along with that. I'm different.
I'm a new person. I had this poem where like I was like they always want to box me in a glass case with no oxygen, suffocating. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because people want they want to pigeonhole you, you know what I'm saying, into this view that they had of you from 1999, 2005, 2015, 2020, right? But they forget like, oh, that person's gotten older. They've had different experiences, right? That life that they used to live back then ain't the life they live in now.
It's absolutely not.
I'm a far cry from the nigga that I was in 1999.
Do you hear me?
Listen, cry.
Let me tell you who I was in 1999. Shit, not to be funny, but who I was in June of last year. As of June 16th, 2022, I'm a whole different person. And I'm saying that's the day after my nephew died. You get what I'm saying? And so from that moment forward, I'm different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then another loss or another experience or another business. You know what I'm saying? After I got my massage license, whatever, I'm a different person.
That's what I'm saying.
When another experience happening, quiet is kept, and we can go simplify it. I don't even drink gin no more because I did before. And no, I don't have it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, when you change alcohols, you change this, you change that. It's because what? The things that I used to do,
you don't do no more.
What you? And
You just don't like no
what's
more.
his name? Tony Terry said that things I used to do, I don't do no more.
Mm-hmm.
Places I used to go, I don't go no more. That's it. Period. But then
Big
again,
facts.
and let's just take into accountability. I'll be 49 this year. So if you assume
Yeah,
that the 45-year-old me, the 40-year-old me, the 35 and on previous is anything like this person out, baby,
dude. If you think
goodbye.
that 39 to the 49 is the same motherfucker, you gotta
It's
listen.
over.
Listen, from 31 to 41, my mindset is so different. I thought at
I
31 I was
hope
super.
so.
I thought at 31 I was super mature.
You know what I'm saying? I hope so.
Then I think about how I thought at 31. Like, dang, nigga, you was immature as hell at
That
31.
was awful. This is what I be saying. I'm like,
Like,
why
damn,
did you do that,
like,
Patrice?
damn, my logic was crazy.
Man, listen, I think somebody wanted me, somebody was telling me, I know you want to help me not make the same mistakes that you made, but I just want to make them. I was like, make them then. That's fine.
It's okay to bump your head.
It's knock yourself out. However, don't seek a certain level of empathy and understanding if you are choosing to put your hand into the fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you don't have to, you want to burn your skin off. And after
Definitely.
6 people done told you, hey, yo, listen, that is going to create a scar, irreparable scar. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you be like, what? This one? That's the skin crackling.
No, I know. I caught that.
It's over here, honey. It's up here. And Auntie Rita said um what have you done for me lately people. Listen, that's the people that
Man.
you show up and be like, listen, I'm different. Oh, really? But you're not gonna be, no, I don't do that anymore.
Them jokers can catch a tea bag and go to hell.
Oh, not a tea bag.
Yep.
And go to hell. That's some bullshit. And you out of control. Get yourself together today. Get together. Let me see. Let me read this real quick.
Catch this tea bag real quick.
You out of control.
What have you done for me lately?
You out of control.
Teabag.
Crystal said, Tiffany, God, I just look at it as divine intervention, and God needed me to see those people for who they are and not who I thought or wanted them to be. Author KL said, say that. Tiffany also says back to Crystal, yep, you so right. I just ran around and screamed hallelujah. Come on, 45. That's what I'm talking about. Listen.
45.
I'm trying to tell y'all, listen to what I'm saying.
Hey, listen.
At some time, like this is we talk about all the time. We're supposed to change.
Supposed to.
You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that my changes, your changes, don't mean that the way that I love you
is going.
Excuse me. Let me take that back.
No, the fact that
the amount of love that I have for you, and or the fact of that I love you is going to deplete. That's not it. How I love you may change because there's no way for me to function in the same space. Everything is different. You get what I'm saying? And if that doesn't work for and with you, that's okay because people grow apart all the time.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And people grow apart all the time. And that don't mean just because you can't handle that or you don't like it, doesn't mean that the love that I have for you has faded. You get what I'm saying? It just means that it's just different. And it's okay with that.
And that's family, that's friends.
Family, friends, and significant others, lovers.
All that.
That's how people get divorced.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I mean, like I ran into my cousin and in Green Bay. He was like, man, you talk to Will? I'm like, nah, I ain't talk to Will. He too disrespectful. It's not that, and I said, it's not that I don't love Will. Like, I love him to death. It's just that nigga disrespectful as fuck. And we too old to be boxing or to be sitting up here disrespecting each other on purpose.
See?
I'm like, and two, if you think $60,000 makes you a baller, you got a whole fucking problem. Or if you think that, you know, getting your taxes and you got 10 grand in taxes back, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you think that's something special, then you need to check yourself. Because money, and I told him, I said, money will prove to you exactly who you are. And then I hit him and I showed him all my old checks, what I used to make. And I showed him what I made last year. And he like, why didn't you just flex that on him? I said, why would I? I said, bro, I've always had money. You know that from when I used to hustle. I was never broke. I said, right now I'm struggling, But that's a different story. But I said even then, bro, like 80K, 100K. At the end of the day, you can't take it with you.
Let me tell you
Like
something. You know how they
money
say
shouldn't make you at all.
they say these statements and they say more money, more problems, right?
Dead ass.
When back a few, I'm gonna be completely 100 with you. 10 years ago, like I understood it, but I didn't grasp what more money, more problems meant. Like I get it, I got it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, of course, your bills change. The things you splurge on is different,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. But when I tell you that in the last 2 years, I'm gonna say 2 years, but it's been less than 2 years. When I realized that I can spend 10 stacks like I spend $10, I was like, son of a bitch. When I realized I could easily, and without substantiation, you know what I'm saying? It's like literally nothing substantial. Like this. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying. When I found out that I could spend $10,000 and what I had to show for it was as non-significant in my personal mind as this goddamn mixing cup,
All I'm
I was
saying.
over it. I was like, God damn it. What? Okay, so what I don't need is $10,000. Let me get this cool $250,000. You know what I'm saying? Because $10,000 is like having $10.
Dude, it's not a lot of money, and that's why I be trying to tell people, like, bro, do you really you put on my voice for him? you really put on my voice for Chase?
It worked.
That's funny.
Mhm.
That's hilarious. For like 2 seconds, Chase, what you doing, dude?
He playing with that hat. That is one of his favorite hats.
That was funny that he actually paused for a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny, but I mean, whoa, awesome! That is Mr. Chase made me lose my train of thought.
Mm-hmm. We was talking about how $10,000 is change.
Yes, like, and that is not a lot of money, and that's what I realized, right? So, like, let's jump that up time saying, right? Like, so
Okay.
let's say you grossed 100K in a year.
Okay.
Out of that 100K, you really only gonna see 60.
Okay.
Out of that 60,
you said in
40.
a year. We talking about across 12 months.
Yeah.
See how? Okay, let me tell you. See how this all changing and breaking it down for you real quick. It's gonna take me 12 months to see this 60. Do you understand?
That's what I'm saying.
Goodbye.
But you just made 100 though.
Goodbye.
But between taxes, they gonna take out 40.
I understand. Okay, you done took out 40, and you tell me over the next. So let me see. 60. That's $5,000 a month.
$5,000 a month.
Let me.
Out of that $5,000 a month, though. But hold on, wait. Out of that $5,000 a month, 3 of that is 3 to 4 that is gonna be bills off rip.
Written bills.
That's gonna be bills off rip.
So you telling me I got $2,000 to spend? That's $2, and I'm not trying to be funny. Like, and don't get me wrong.
That's dude.
And people say all the time.
That's not talking about gas. If you want to do some entertainment, take yourself out. None of that. That's not a lot of money.
It's not. So when you start, but here's the thing. Somebody said it's a lot of money to somebody who doesn't have it. Okay, so listen, I'm saying again, I'm not knocking other people's pay scales. I'm not people accessibility to funds and capital. I'm not tripping on any of that. But when I say that, the more you become involved with things of growth, you know what I'm saying? The more you become involved in things that require substantial investment or whatever, the smaller recourse or what the gain is.
The gain is
you know
so
what I'm saying?
small
on these other numbers that at one point in time, like if I was working a regular job and I had typical bills and doing, you know what I'm saying, standard things, and these are not insults by no means. You know what I'm saying? If I got up in the morning and I went to my job, sent my kids to school, everything is going well, I'm living decently in life, whatever, an extra $5,000 a month. When I say extra, I mean post my bills and taking care of the kids.
That's actually, that can help though.
That's a benefit.
That's a benefit. That's the overflow.
So I can see that. You know what I'm saying? But at the life stage that I'm in right now, you get what I'm saying? Lord, listen. if let me find $5,000 real quick and see what and
Man,
see. Not, listen, I
just an
spent
extra
that.
5K.
Just an extra. Just you know what I'm saying.
Just an
So we
extra
start thinking. Just an
5K.
extra.
You know what
Extra
I'm saying?
because the investment and what that's going to look like or where that's going to go once this is done. Pleasure to meet you, young man. Looking forward to seeing you again soon, sir. Indeed. What that's going to look like and where that's going to go. Do you know how fast I could spend it?
Listen.
Come on. Mario said, "What is a lot of money?" I guess it's perspective, and it depends on what you're doing.
No, that was Andre. That was Andre
Oh, Andre
Leanis.
Leanis. I'm sorry. Yes, love. You would could you pass him your microphone and then just say who you are and then thank you.
Yo, this is Zagon in the building. I really would like to say, because this is a great conversation, to answer that question is a lot of money depends on your resources. Because honestly, real money is resources. It's not the dollars that we spend a day. It's more like do you own land? Do you have fruits and vegetables? Do you have cattle? Do you have material like certain metals, certain silks, certain cloths, certain cottons, certain, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So if you're not really I guess
If you don't have exchangeable tangibles.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Then you really don't have money because you don't have nothing to exchange. And it has to be a need. It can't be just what you think may be a need because of you. It has to be an actual need that other in the community
Sugar.
may need. And that's how you get rich. But yeah, like to answer that question.
We is so what? Look, yeah, we are in. Okay, girl. All right, then I love you. See you soon. Therapist Mikhail D in the building. All right. You see how I threw that out there? Because I see you transitioning on me. Mm-hmm. Crystal said your network is your net worth. And then hello, Facebook user that said, "Hey there, sweetheart." Hello, Facebook user. I just want to put this here. Love to see you. Hello, whoever you are. Love you.
Facebook user, please put your name in there because we don't know who you are.
Yeah, then we would love to know what that. Love to say how do you appropriately. Andre Lee Ellis says, "Hello, daughter. I love you." In response to Crystal Ship, and then he says, "Prince Daniel and Patrice Green on my hearts too. I'm listening." Hey, you.
Hey.
That's why Glow 414 in the building for sure. Listen, so me trying to grasp what that looks like and trying to explain to other people what any of this looks like and how any of this moves. If you and when they say, listen, if you're not living this lifestyle, then
you don't get it.
You know, if one more person be like, "Oh, you got all this such and such," I'd be like,
no,
"Where
you don't.
is it?"
No, you don't.
Somebody just grab me a jar of pickles so I can drink the juice and just bless my soul one time.
That's like I think like sometimes people forget like the boss is typically the last one to get paid. If you ain't never been a boss, you don't understand that. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, in every industry though,
always the last one to get paid.
This is how you know that, which is why the singer, the promoter, I mean not the promoter, because you have a performer, okay, who is the boss.
You got the headliner.
This is because the head. Let's just use Beyonce, okay, and she has to pay before she gets her bread. Okay, so whatever the money comes, whatever the money's distributed, she got to pay the dancers, the band, the people that set up the stage, the people that travel and put the performance together, the people that trained all the people for the stuff, the producer for the music. You know what I'm saying? All these things, all these people get paid, and then the extra money that's left over
goes to her.
That's her income. That's called overhead. But the same thing goes here at the bar. Shit, we got to pay the bar staff. We have to pay for facility changes and damages. We have to stock this piece, glasses, straws, napkins, cups, utensils, alcohol,
man,
staff.
And that's what I'm telling people, do not get that. Right? They be like, "Oh man, this is a dope opportunity. Oh man, this is great. Oh man, it's a whole lot of money coming through here." Like, honest, that event had 95 people in it.
I'm sorry. I understand
that event had 200 people in it.
I understand it's about perspective, perception, and perspective. But sometimes I'd be like, "Oh, but are they
like? Do you understand how this
like
really what it looks
when
like?"
People
at the
say
end of the
you
day?
made this much money in one day. Okay. How much money did I spend? Let's balance out this overhead. It'd be like
what
$2.63.
what did I have to make? I left with $8.45.
Right, that's what I'm saying. $2.63.
My
Up in
staff got more money than I got right now.
Come on.
And they do not be getting that
I'm
at the
like,
end of the day,
hey.
bro.
I'm like, let me get your dollars. No? Okay, I understand. Tina Guy said a lot of money is what makes you comfortable in your own life. It could be $5,000, it could be $50,000 a month. And you're right. It's again about perception and perspective. Crystal said, whew, listen. This it, yo. And again, this is not to knock anybody's lifestyle or understanding, and just it's all about perspective.
It is
you get what I'm
free
saying?
game
Because
right now.
what is happening in your life? How are you spending? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What do you need? If I'm this guy, residual dollars flowing in, blessed Father, I hear you, because that's what I need. I need residual dollars. You know what I'm saying? I need dollars that keep flowing. You understand what I'm saying?
The kind that flow without me, without needing me to go.
Without needing me to go. You understand what I'm saying?
I need
let me go on again. Let's put some of them. Listen, God, let me have some of those. You know what I'm saying? Where I can sit on the sideline, dear God. You understand me? And make it do what it do. And the one times and flip.
For the one time.
Let me gather myself. Okay.
Let me get those for the one time. I look crazy with this face.
Listen, this is what it is. I'm thankful. Like when I think about when I first got married, the first time, my husband, between the two of us, and we were without children, we were making almost or not including our music careers, just at work. Between the two of us, we was at about 100,000. Okay, but my rent,
net or grossing,
bring home
after tax.
Yeah, after
tax. That's not that bad.
No,
it
wasn't that bad. But hear what I'm saying.
After tax, not that bad.
That's not bad at all. It was just the two of us. My rent was like $450, because this is how long ago this was. Okay,
and that's really not that bad.
$400,
$500 and making $100K. Well,
do you understand?
Netting $100K is different.
Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? The rent was some change. We owned both of the cars. We didn't have no rent bills. When I tell you, listen, what I'm saying, we owned both of the cars. We didn't have no overhead. Grocery bills was some change across the street. You know what I'm saying? Because we cooked, we did. It was, listen, when I tell you, and plus he was a DJ and I was performing. You know what I'm saying? So that was.
So y'all even had the little extra, coming through.
Yeah.
See.
So we was good and comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We were.
You talking about 450 rent? That's a long time ago.
Exactly. But I think when it went up, it eventually made like 575. But. Yes, you know I'm saying, like, what? It was so sweet. I don't never even know, like, if that's even possible ever again in life. Do people even pay $575 for rent anymore? It's not in the place that I would be comfortable living, I'm sure.
Like,
you get what I'm saying?
Listen. My rent is $830 for a 2-bedroom.
See? Oh, we was in a 2-bedroom.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's not even a house; it's an apartment.
I was in a 4-family. No, was a 4-family. I'm trying to think. No, excuse me, 2-family. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in a 4-family. I was in a 2-family. You know what I'm saying? And literally, so yeah. So quit playing.
See, that's what I'm talking about, right? That you talking about $575? Yo, you talking about like 2005 prices.
You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to explain to you. It was sweet.
No, back then, $100K net. Between two people.
That was
you talking about well over 15 years ago, though.
Right. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
You know what I'm saying?
So taking that concept, that mindset, and the availability to what's happening to now,
that's not a lot of bread.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, you need to be net like 150 to be comfortable.
It's ridiculous.
You need that extra 50,000. I know it sounds crazy, like really, but yeah.
For the expectation of what's happening, rent in the place that I would like to live in is like 15 to 2.
That's what I'm
22,
saying.
1,500, 22. I'm only saying it because I know the places that I looked at and where I would like to live, and the places I was trying to go to. I'm like, oh, and then I think about my bills and what I got coming in and whatever. Like, I could live there, but Oh, excuse my yawn, y'all. But I'm like, I could live there.
It'll be tight.
But do I want to put myself through that time? What else am I gonna have to do? Because I'm not going to the blood bank.
You gotta do some strange for some change.
And I'm not doing nothing that's to strain to the thing.
Throw it in a circle on the pole.
Listen, Facebook user, I paid $2.95 a month in 1984.
You just made me feel terribly young. Thank you. I appreciate that.
In a 2-bedroom.
I appreciate that. $2.95. 2 years after I was born.
$2.95. That's terrible. They was out here living their best life, and you was getting here.
I was 2.
Listen, Chris said, Crystal Ship said, let's take a moment to manifest the residuals for all those watching or will see this. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. How about it? Man. Listen, I'm just saying, listen, Father God, we just want to take this moment right now and thank you in advance. Do you hear me? You know what I'm saying?
Advance for the overflow.
For the constant residual. You're going to manifest that for myself, everybody that's watching, and those that will see it to come. You understand what I'm saying? Those that are standing here with the sound of my voice, you know what I'm saying? Baby, we need that. We need that. You know what I'm saying? To the young man across the hall, across the way that's painting the wall and can't hear a damn thing we saying. We want it for him too, Father. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, how about it? Heavy on the overflow. You understand what I'm saying? I'd like very much for all of those that are connected to me and connected to those that are connected to me and connected to those that are connected to me that are connected to those that are connected to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Me and all of my
people. You understand what I'm saying? Listen.
Can connect and get that residual, that overflow.
Listen, how about it? Right? And in the name of the Most High Son Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? Baby, have some of that.
You know what I'm saying? All of that.
How about it? And for those of y'all who don't ride the wave of the Most High Jesus, you know what I'm saying? You want to holler and talk to your ancestors. Listen what I'm saying. Call upon your ancestors then. You understand what I'm saying? And ask that they move on your behalf. You know what I'm saying? And stand in the gap for that overflow. You understand what I'm saying? Amen and amen again. You know what I'm saying? Because we need it.
We need it,
Father. And I thank you in advance. Because I'm trying to tell you, I don't got to ask you 2-3 times for what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you said, what it say? If you should ask for it. You know what I'm saying? And it should be mine. And I'm just asking on behalf of myself and all of those that are on deck, because, you know, I don't have no problem standing in the gap, especially after and as you allowed it to be a thought. You know what I'm saying? And a thought in itself is just the beginning of the movement. And you done brought it here. Crystal done said it out loud, and now we're going to say it all together. You understand me? Amen. In the amen.
Whoa, someone said they didn't have a profit. It may not profit for 5 years.
Yeah, we finna go run this back real quick. I'm catching it. Listen, Auntie Rita said, not understanding the cost of running your own business is what causes most new businesses to fail. They want a profit right away, and it may not come for 5 years. Listen, it's not a game.
They not understanding what that red is like. What that red is like.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, but let me also tell you this. Some people be disturbed. There's some people, you may not be in red. You get what I'm saying?
And you might be breaking even.
Exactly. You may just be breaking even, which is not terrible, especially when you just jumping off the business. But when the flow turned green, Jesus, I'm gonna call it out one time. When the colors change to green is what I'm trying to explain. This is where I need people be like, let it be black. Black is balanced. You know what I'm saying? No loss, no gain. You understand what I'm saying? I need for it to be green light.
The green. A healthy business should be growing 8%.
Come on now.
Like generally like 8% a year over year, right? That's generally considered healthy growth.
Facebook user, I'm sure you used a meme or a picture or a sticker somewhere right there, and I cannot see what that is. And if you could just mind, if you don't mind, Facebook user, if you just tell me who you are, that would be awesome. I just like to show some love to you right away. Again, $2.95 in 1984. Like
I said, I was 2.
I was 10. Thinking about, I never want to have to pay my own bills. I don't even want my own house. I don't want a house. I want to live in a condo, and I don't want to have to pay to shovel I don't never want to shovel the snow or cut the grass. I just want somebody to do it for me. I don't want nobody I don't want to take out my garbage. I want somebody to do it for me. I want underground parking. Listen, I was young. This was where my head was. Some people like, but I want to have a house.
You know what I
like, I did. I said, I don't want none of that. I don't want to cut the grass. I don't want to shovel the snow. I want somebody on deck to do that. I don't take out the trash. I want somebody to do that. I need a house cleaner. I need a garçon. I need a consuela. You understand what I'm saying? And I need a Pedro. You
She
understand what I'm
needed
saying?
all the Disney, all the Disney service.
That's what I need. I need a Garcon, a Consuela, and a Pedro. You understand
She
what I'm
did it.
saying?
Listen, she listened. Hey, I feel you. I
They
feel
was
you.
like, Patrice, you so stupid. Listen, it's what I wanted, and I've been saying it for a long time. And when people looking at those beautiful houses, this is the home to Patrice. This is the Patrice dream house in 2029 or whatever the hell these little
Mhm.
memes be coming up with. I'd be like, almost, bitch, do it again, because
Oh.
it ain't right.
Mhm.
This is a Patrice bedroom, and I'm like, you missing some features. Go back to it again. That's not the try again. Try again. Oh, there it is. Nah, that's the one I'm looking
The
right.
skylight is just slightly off.
Yeah, the
Just-
skylight is under one. Come on, just lay out the details of this bed. The platform beds, not in about 5 years. You understand? I don't need to be able to climb up into nothing. So that'd be nice. You understand? Not to have it down too low would be nice. Listen, if I be that
Listen.
detailed. Yes, I would like to have my window into the side of the mountain. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? With all the animal reptilian traps on the outside, so don't come into my crib. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Do I want that? Yes, I do.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
People think this is what I be thinking about. You, Trish, you gonna live. I can't live where it's too much greenery because I got seasonal allergies, and they not seasonal. They strong. You know what I'm saying? Out into the forest and the woods and the trees. You know what I'm saying? So I need to minimize my greenery involvement, my greenery around me. But I also understand that comes with reptiles and amphibian. You understand what I'm saying?
Depending on the moisture level.
It's two. That's why I'm saying reptiles, amphibians, and some fucking mammals that I not, and I don't mean people. You understand what I'm saying? And I need all the stuff that's gonna keep them at bay.
Away.
All the things that come along because insects.
See, I don't mind amphibians. I don't mind amphibians. You know what I'm saying? Like salamanders. Tree frogs and whatnot.
I don't want none of that. I don't want none of them
frogs.
accidentally touching me because I'm gonna accidentally die, and I do not want that for either one of us. For me or the animal. You understand me? I don't want that for us.
What I don't want is certain mammals.
See?
There's mammals that, like big mammals.
Yeah, I noticed that I listed amphibians and mammals. That's what you're doing?
Chase.
Is that what we doing? Huh? Don't blame Chase for that. Chase is being responsive. He's not instigating. He is being responsive. Don't yell at him. He
came over here to tell me it was him.
He
came to tell me he told on you, bro.
We out here twinning like that.
That's what we doing. You,
get
bro.
It together, sir.
He told on you, bro.
Yeah, he did, because that's what you get.
He came over here straight told on you.
He did. He you see what he doing to me?
He
pushing all my buttons.
He was like, it was him.
It was him. Get him. Why you at me? Chase like, let's call this. We gonna call it what it is, yo.
He dimed you out, bro. It is.
No,
what
he
it
didn't
is.
dime him out. He told me he did like he was supposed to do. Look at that. He out there
dropping
fighting.
a dime is sometimes what you're supposed to do.
Jump on his face, Chase.
Oh, not on his face.
Yeah. Teach him. Teach your little self. Leave my baby alone. You know what I'm saying? Because he playing with his hat. He like, leave me my hat alone.
Leave my hat alone.
Indeed. You know what I'm saying? It's just things like that. These are the type of conversation I love openly having. And I want to have conversation like this. I want to make people comfortable with having who is trying to get into it is locked, sir, ma'am. You are at the wrong door. These are the type of exactly. These are the type of conversations that I want us to be able to have freely. We don't talk about these things enough, which is why everybody running around here running into walls, stutter stepping. You know what I'm saying? Because when we get certain levels of information, we don't share. When we have questions, we don't inquire. We just try to quote unquote figure it out ourselves. And some people are more successful at doing that than others. And the truth of the matter is, you don't even got to, because all the information is right here at your fingertips.
I think part of it is like the communal thing. Like Black folks, we haven't had a history of uplifting each other since integration. You know what I mean?
That is a whole that right there is a whole show on itself. So I'm gonna give you some room to play with that, but that is a show in itself, because had we never, or what if we didn't?
No,
or what do you think? Maybe if it, yeah.
I think where we messed up, and I'm gonna make it quick. When it came to integration, right? We thought that because we were to integrate, that we could integrate, that we had to leave our shit behind.
I hear you.
To get a part of their shit. Like our shit wasn't better, right? When you look at the stuff from Black Wall Street and some of these black neighborhoods that was around America, even the black owned sports leagues were patronized more because they had a superior product.
Well, superiority is who we are.
You,
now, I'm not
we
trying to
left
be
our
funny.
stuff alone.
Well, that's because we didn't know it, and we talk about the imposter syndrome as a culture.
Oh, hold on one second. Facebook user.
I saw that.
I can't see your name, so
I've
I
been
don't know
trying
who
to
you.
say
I
that
don't know who you are, bro.
To a Facebook user, bro, ma'am, lady, sir. What? Because we're not sure.
We're not sure. It just says Facebook user.
It says Facebook user, and we want to cover. He said, bro, so I just made sure we was covering all the bases.
Because it definitely could be a man.
Lisa.
Oh, Lisa. Yeah,
I haven't seen you for a long time. I mean, Lisa, and I just wanted to tell you how dope that haircut is, man.
Just so you know, your grandbaby's daddy was on here earlier.
Your grandbaby's daddy. You know what? That's just definitely some Midwest shit.
No, that's what it is. Her grandbaby's daddy was on here.
I still feel like yeah. That's definitely some Midwest shit.
What am I supposed to say?
Nothing, Daniel. Nothing. Just nothing. You know, sometimes you just got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money while you sit at the table. There'll be time enough to count it when the deal is done. I'm probably Facebook user, but this is TRS checking in. Hello. Look at that. We got 2 Facebook users.
Got 2 Facebook users at the same time.
Look at that. At the same damn time. How about it?
I get 2 Facebook users at the same damn time.
That's gonna be your new TikTok.
Yeah, we're gonna make that right here. Yeah, that's exactly who. That's exactly who it was.
How about it? Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Facebook user said, "Who, Tony?"
Yeah, I answered already.
I'm just saying.
I said, yeah, that's who it was.
How about maybe you could have just said Tony was just on here.
No, I just, you know me. I like being goofy. Just sometimes it's just funnier to be funny. You do know I can watch this back and just fast forward to that part that I don't know what you said.
Yeah, and then you could deal with it then.
You see how she do me? She's gonna whisper it, like, just so you know, you're gonna have to listen for it later. It's all okay. It's okay. It's all love. No, he was just popping on to say hi. Nah, hey, see, that's why I should have just been quiet, because now she asks questions. It's okay. I love you too, Lisa, by the way. What?
Oh, nothing.
Lisa's known me since I've been like 19 years old.
Okay.
So, yeah. Ooh, oh, God, it's just saying 19 and knowing I'm 41.
That bothers you in the spirit? No,
just like, it's literally going back to your mind state from 19 to now. For one, I had this ridiculously huge afro.
It was ridiculously huge?
Like, ridiculously huge. Like 70s fro big, like huge afro that I kept perfectly coiffed, if that's the word you could use for afro.
You just did. So that's what we're gonna say.
It was like, it used to take me like 25 minutes to comb that thing out, like pick it out and get it to just be just so.
To be just so.
Dude, cause it had to be like.
And you was walking around, you was moving, and the hair was moving while you was walking.
Okay. Yeah. It was dope. I used to love my friend.
And so with the theme music that was playing, was it "I'm your mama, I'm your daddy," or was it?
No. That
was my other question. That was my next question. It was one of them. It was either that or the other one.
Yeah,
That's what he said. No time to talk. How about that? That's what she was doing. I'm just saying which song was, because one of the two. It's either doom doom.
I'm trying to tell you.
Doom doom doom. It was one of them.
Trying to tell you, it's Bee Gees all day.
It was the Bee Gees. You know
Bee Gees all day.
Which one? It was one. You know
All
what I'm saying?
day.
You said
Only on Halloween.
Right,
Your
damn.
damn
Exactly.
Shut your mouth.
Exactly. Exactly. Yo, listen, this was some good conversation today.
Oh,
a lot of good exchanges happened today. I think so. As we are getting ready to hear all the goodness. So check this out, right? As we are getting ready to, who deciding to call right now? Let me see who tried to call at the end of the show. But let me see, because I ain't that way. I'm gonna answer. Oh, hello, Lisa. Thank you for logging on to blowradio.com. You are live with Patrice, just Patrice. Welcome to Monday, Lisa. How you doing? Can you hear?
No, I can't.
Hey, how's it going? Just a mic. Turn the mic off. Okay. Well, we appreciate you calling. Did you want anything in particular, beloved?
Yes, I did. I was at the Adidas party, and I've been talking back and
Hold that for
forth
me.
with Suede Track and New Style, and they used to do this thing called Treat Yourself on the first Sunday of the month. And they said they're looking for another venue, and I was thinking, I was like, oh, I should have told them to check with Patrice and see what she's doing at Happy Days. It was, it's real dope because, they can mix their behinds off, but they was only mixing old music, and it just was. I mean, it's so much fun. So yeah, and then they have they little clothing line, Treat Yourself. But so I told him, I said, see what you can, y'all gotta find some place. And he like, yeah, I don't, we trying, but I thought about you after the party. And so yeah, I did send the question, and I don't know, Daniel acting like I ain't supposed to ask questions.
Well, Lisa, how about you have them give me a call as we're about to wrap up the show for today, and that would be a great opportunity. I'm definitely all for all types of opportunity, especially when if it grows our opportunity. Thank you. We appreciate that. I did. You love us and you love them. I did hear that.
Yeah. So I did fall off the radar because I've been going through a lot. Because usually I'm trying to support everybody, but I was literally like isolating. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to come back out the door. And so yeah. All right, honey. So I'll have them get in touch with you, baby.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lisa. We appreciate you so much.
And you could have asked questions.
Y'all. I love you so much, little Dan.
Little Dan.
See.
Oh, what little Dan.
See, now you gonna have people calling me Dan.
Oh, man. Good night, Lisa. Thank you for calling, huh?
I'm about to revoke your
It's too late now. It is too late. It is
privileges.
happening now. Who is the man?
They gonna calling me Dan.
How about it?
Really?
No. Yeah, I did. As we get ready to wrap up for today's show, do you have anything want to run what's going down for you on Thursday? You want to do the whole overview real quick so we can run through that and then get ready to wrap up for today?
Yeah, I mean we can bust it down however you want to.
Okay, so this week at Happy Days Day Bar, we invite you. Okay, let me get my life together. It's always something. We invite you to come down every Tuesday from 3 to 7. DJ Michelle is in the building for a great karaoke that is
Mhm.
facilitated by the Sherman Phoenix. So we're excited to be able to serve drinks and cocktails during that time. It's a great experience. I believe
Mhm.
it is taco season in the Happy Days on Tuesday, and not Happy Days in the Sherman Phoenix on Tuesday. So
Mhm.
there's all type of taco themed foods or drinks. Come get it. We ready
Mhm.
for that.
Big
On
facts.
Wednesdays, this Wednesday specifically, it
Game
is game
night.
night. We got a dartboard hung up.
Yo.
We plan to ready to do some dart games, board games, cards. And I'm trying to get, if I can just take the moment, I'm gonna do it today. And hopefully I get it. I'm looking for a giant Connect Four.
That would
That
be
is what
lit.
I would love to be able to have this really large Connect Four game so we can do that because I
We
like big
we need
things.
giant Jenga too.
We can a giant Jenga and a giant Connect Four. I'm looking for those. I just like them. I think I like big stuff. So let's do that. On Thursday is
Thursday is wild poetry
wow,
every
wow,
Thursday. Wild poetry every Thursday, man. Listen. We done had some of the dopest artists, dopest performers from nationally recognized to internationally recognized artists come across our stage. And have a grand old time, man. From Sean Hitton to Track Sanders. I mean, woo, like Robin Hayes. I
yeah.
mean, like we just if I could just start keep on naming them, I'll be going for a little bit. But we've had some really, really great people. If you have not been here, Wild Poetry on Thursday is literally right. Is an open mindset that tries to give you a showcase feel, that gives you a showcase feel. We strive to do it that way so that not only can those who want to perform can come and perform, but those who want to work on their craft can work on their craft, but also the people that come to enjoy the poetry can still have a show. It is catered in such a way that everyone can enjoy and have a good grand time. So, if you want to be a sponsor, you can inbox me. You can inbox P. You can inbox Patrice. You can inbox me. You can email me at Wild Poetry MKE or Wild Poetry 414. Both of them are at gmail.com.
How about it? Indeed. This Friday we're gonna just kind of chill and vibe out. Game night is always game night, so it can be any day. If the games are here and you want to play, we can do that. There'll be some good drinks. We don't have any special activities happening this Friday or Saturday. Still good vibes, great drinks, great drink specials. It is the 1st of April on this Saturday. And with that being the case, we will be, and I quote, getting all of the details together because it is Paint the Town Teal or Paint the City Teal celebration for domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
And Happy Days Day Bar will have drink specials in honor of that. And during that time, if you notice the lights, I've been trying to test the lights to get as close to teal as possible. It's a lighter blue, but I'm working on a little bit of greener color that I can get to manifest into that and make it do what it do up in here. Let's see if I can get it there. Let me see if I can make it just a little greener.
Well, also as
There it
we
is. Look at that.
that is teal. That is
That is
teal-licious.
teal. How about that? And so we'll be celebrating with that particular organization and bringing some awareness to um, domestic violence and those that are survivors. If you have any question between now and then, let me know. Don't forget that this coming Monday, Live with Just Patrice will be live at Brewer Stadium. Is it Brewer Stadium? It's not. No, it's not. It's called
American
American
Family.
Family Stadium, I
Yeah,
believe now it
yeah.
is. But for opening day, as a part of was it Junior's tailgate party? So
Mm-hmm.
stay tuned for details, and we will be hanging out there.
That's gonna
So
be
we'll be
awesome.
live on location
That's gonna be
as
so
opposed to
awesome.
being here at the bar.
Yo, next month is National Poetry Month as
It
well.
is.
So
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
April
So so
through the
so
first to the 30th, the whole
we
month of
definitely gonna
April.
have some really dope stuff planned for you guys.
Okay,
Um,
let's get it.
yeah, we gonna talk. We gonna talk.
We are going to talk.
All right.
All right, and until when the times of the afters. Yeah. Until next week, it's been great. I'll holla. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
You're so funny.